So this one was a lengthy read. I kind of skimmed through it, and I will be reading more when I have a little bit more time. Anyways, so this one I'm going to talk about, it's called Coming to Grips with Canada by Tamara Starblanket. And so this is just a history on Canada's colonial history we have. And apparently we had an Indian problem, and this was an issue for white men who came to the country. There's too many Indigenous people around them. So, and it is destructive, like for Indigenous children that were shipped away to residential schools, and like, for example, in my previous video, the 60s Scoop. And so, which I kind of found very similar topics between all of the readings I have done. Taken away from their parents at a young age, loss of cultural identity, generational trauma, and now we reconcile and forms of acts to gain better relationships with people in our country. Indian problem really is something else. When I read it, I was like, oh my goodness, do we have a white people problem? I think we do. It's just awful to hear the history. But yeah, so the metaphor that I found kind of useful, because I do, I'll have to like research colonialism a little bit more. I'm just like, I brain fart way too much. So I'm just like, I just need to understand it a little bit more. And so what I found interesting was metaphors, which also states in the essay that I read, is very helpful too. And so the metaphor that I took from this, so think of civilization as plants, okay? We're all plants. And we're spread around everywhere. In terms of culturization, by planting or transplanting us, which is what they kind of did to people in residential schools and the 60s Scoop. They're like, okay, we don't like you here. We're going to take you somewhere else, and we're going to place you in this better spot. More sunlight, more better, more everything. Which isn't the case, because maybe some plants want to stay where they are, like big trees and everything. So I don't know, metaphors to me, great idea. And for younger kids, it will help them understand the heavier topics a little bit more. So I'm going to remember that. And that's all I have for that one. It is a longer read, which I am obviously going to like really read more into. But yeah, I think I love the video documentaries. They help me gain more information, and it's just like for visualization for my learning. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, lots of really great info. So yeah, basically we talked about the 60s Scoop, residential schools, and how it factored into now. And it's still an issue and a problem, which we are working ever so much to help stop that. But I feel like it will take many, many, many moons for that to happen. But yeah, okay, have a great day.